Folks, I'm here without Sensei, unfortunately. He's on his way. The plane is about to land. But speaking of landing, the man to my left has landed shots in his last fight on Michael Lee. Put him down, knockout special, and he is back on the Kingpin tournament coming up soon. Jarvis, it's good to see you, brother.
Good to see you, mate.
I think it's the first time we've done this.
Yeah, I've never done an interview
First time, yeah, first time. I know.
First of many, hopefully.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I know that it's been a while for you.
Yeah.
You're antsy, I can tell. You're ready to get back.
Yeah, mate. I just want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm
for
ready
sure,
to go.
for sure. Now, we spoke in Dubai, and I remember specifically. This is for when Deji was fighting Mayweather. I remember specifically shaking his hand, kind of dapping him up, putting my arm around him. I was like, oh, nice kid, whatever. I did it a second ago. That's a man now.
That's a man.
That's a grown man.
I'm 21 now, so.
It gotten bigger too, though. Like that hoodie's hiding it, but you know what I'm saying? The muscles are
it's
popping
the pump
out.
cover, you know what I'm saying?
We're coming in at 170-ish around that for this.
Yeah, just below 170.
Okay, so did you have to gain some weight for this
tournament? Yeah, I bulked up. I was at like 150 for my last fight, so I put on 20 pounds of straight muscle.
Okay,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
I would say show to people, but the hoodie's hiding it. But okay, so talk to me about this tournament, right? I'm super interested in it because there's so many variables, man.
Bro.
8 people.
Random.
Completely random.
No idea who it is.
Now
Never done before, so.
I just had GIB in here.
Yeah.
And, he's talking his stuff, you know what I'm saying? I asked him if anybody concerned him. He was like, nah. I said, Jarvis concerned? Nah.
Nah.
So what do you think? For GIB especially, is that something that you want that round one? Like, let's get it on right away? Like,
I mean, I don't know about round one. If it happens, it happens.
Right.
I'll have to put him down. But for round one, the person I've been rumors of Austin McBroom potentially.
Okay, I understand.
So,
you want Austin.
I've kind of out of everyone, if he's on the tournament, he's the only real person I have some real beef with.
Okay.
And I want to settle that in the ring.
So for the people that don't know, the beef between you and, again, I don't know if Austin's going to be on this thing or not, but if he is, that comes from Social Gloves.
Yeah, so it's still ongoing actually, me and him.
Like
Social Gloves. I
the
can't
stuff
really
outside
get into
of it is
details on that.
For sure. But that's still ongoing, so you want to give him one of these to at least settle it there.
Exactly.
Okay. So outside of that, because again, no idea if he's even going to be here, but the people that are here, let's go through them. My mate Nate. You heard anything about this guy?
I honestly only heard about him when Kingpin announced him. Okay. But I heard he broke someone's nose with 16-ounce gloves and headgear on. So he's definitely dangerous.
I just spoke to him a second ago. Big boy.
He's a big guy, yeah.
Okay. So
I'm like the smallest one on the card.
I was gonna say if you size-wise, you're probably the most disadvantaged there. Does that concern you at all?
Nah. So I'm training. I'm sparring people bigger than me, stronger than me, all of that. So I'm not worried about anyone.
Okay. Now, some other names, Tom Zanetti.
Yeah.
Anything on him?
He's a brawler. He's a brawler.
I was gonna say that might be something that you would. I can tell it excites you a little bit. That's a fight you would like.
I feel like me and him would have a great fight. We'd go at it.
That'd be a banger. That'd be a banger. We talked about GIB. Do you see? Okay, so GIB is the big name here.
Yeah.
Right? Let's just cut to the chase. Do you see weaknesses there?
I mean, everyone's got weaknesses. Everyone's got strong points. But he's a brawler. He's wild. That's the thing. He's a wild fighter. He likes to throw, wide shots, and I think there's a lot of openings.
Okay.
But any fight, is a good fight. He's a hard fight, but I believe in myself. I believe in my abilities, and I've been training really hard, sparring.
Yeah.
The best there is. So, I'm ready for anyone.
Well, speaking of, there's something that I was wanting to talk to you about now. We just saw a fight in another promotion on Misfits, Nick LMAO.
Yeah.
You sparred the kid.
Yeah, I did.
And I think when it came out, a lot of people were like, oh, how is this kid with almost no training, sliding and dodging and doing all this stuff to Jarvis? And then he goes and does that.
Bro, yeah, surprising.
And it puts it in perspective to go, well, okay, if he did that with Jay, and Jarvis was still, you were having success with him, you were hitting him with some shots.
Yeah.
People might need to take a look at Jarvis and say, hold on a second.
No,
this kid's. So I didn't want to think, what did you think of the kid when he was first there? And then, judging off what he did in his fight, does that give you more confidence coming into this tournament?
Oh, 100%. I thought Jay was going to walk through.
So a lot of people did, yeah.
You got 10-ounce gloves on.
Yeah.
No headgear, nothing. I thought Jay was going to knock him out. I didn't think the kid had a chin on him or anything at all. But
yeah. Well, it has to give you confidence coming into this to
Oh,
go.
100%.
One of the headliners over there, I don't know what happened in that spar, but I'm sure you do. Whatever you did there has got to give you more confidence here. But
Yeah.
I did want to talk about some other potential matchups here for you. And again, we don't know how this thing's going to go. Another weird aspect, but also super awesome, is this random draw.
Yeah.
Is there anyone that you look at and go, that person might be a little bit of a tougher matchup? Is there that one guy that you know that's like, yeah, I got to be on my P's and Q's for that guy specifically?
No, so I mean, the two I would say that would be the hardest matchup is, Tom Zanetti and GIB, just because I feel like they can take punches.
No Wynderson Nunez?
I mean, I haven't seen much of him.
Okay. Well, that might make it harder, right? Because he doesn't have a lot out there,
Yeah, so,
it's all variable, right?
it's all variable. As soon as I know who I'm fighting, then I can really lock down, watch their fights, see their flaws, and, work towards that.
Talk to me about this tournament, what it means to be a part of it for you, and just, I guess, what made you sign on?
Yeah, so I mean, my first fight, I beat him. Second round was like a real quick fight. I'd done all this training, worked really hard, and then I got in there and it was just
boom,
over so quickly.
Right.
So I was like, what the fuck? This was so easy.
Right.
I kind of wanted a challenge. I took a little break, and I got this opportunity for this tournament. all these big names, all these big fights. I'm kind of I would say the underdog in this.
I was going to say, you could look at this and go, out of the field, Jarvis is the one you go, man, he's taking a big risk here, right?
Oh, 100%.
Which I think you need to be commended for. That's there's some big guys in this thing and guys that are far more experienced, to be fair. There's a lot of guys that have more than just one fight.
Yeah, 3-4 fights, Kenny, GIB.
But, there's a lot of guys that have a ton of experience here. I think you taking it is, like I said, an honor to you, but also the entire, I don't know, the layout of this thing is different, right? It's something we've never seen before. Is that something that makes you more excited? Is it something that throws you off any? Like, what do you think about the tournament aspect of it?
I mean, it keeps me on my toes, really. I just don't know who I'm going to be fighting, so I'm kind of training all different styles, southpaws, orthodox, tall guys, reach, all different aspects that I'm training for. So I enjoy it. I love it. I love just getting in the ring and fighting and having a scrap.
I was going to say, what we just talked about off camera, I was like, dude, what do you do now? Like,
Yeah,
what is it
I
you
mean,
do? And you were like, well, I just train.
I just train,
I
really.
just spar,
That's it.
I just train. That's
I'm
it.
living in the Mayweather gym pretty much. I'm there like all day.
Doghouse, bro.
Yeah, bro. Like the people in there, different.
I'm
so
saying,
it's a whole different energy.
Have you had any of those doghouse spars yet? Doghouse rules yet? Winner take all?
Plenty of those.
Okay.
Yeah,
I love that.
Got beaten around a few times, beating some people up.
Let's talk about that, because I haven't gotten to talk to you. What was it like sparring the great Floyd Mayweather?
That was craziest experience of my life, honestly. I had no idea what was happening. My coach, he's close friends with Floyd. And he told me, just get to the gym now. Floyd's going to be there. That's all he told me. So got my shit together, ran straight to the gym. Floyd pulls up with like 5-6 cars. Like there's like an entourage of like 30-40 people around him. And it was just like, you wanna spar? I was like, yeah, sure. Who am I sparring? He's like, Floyd. He's right there. I'm like, let's do it. Let's run it. So I got my shit on straight in the ring. Yeah. Did like 4 rounds the first time we sparred, and
the first time.
Yeah, I've actually sparred him again, actually off camera. So just he was working with me, helping me. Okay. And it's just such a sick experience. You can see, like, he shows you what you're doing wrong by hitting you. Yeah. And it makes it so deliberate, right? It's if you did that against another sparring partner, you got hit, you're like, oh, okay, whatever. Exactly. I'm just walking through that. But Floyd's like, no, you're doing this wrong, and I'm going to continue to capitalize on it. Yeah. Well, did he say anything to you after? Yeah, so after the second time we sparred, he was like, my coach was telling him about the tournament that I'm in, and he's like, you can do this. He was telling me what I should be doing to win. So that's kind of what I've been training. I thought you held yourself pretty well in that spar. You got on Joe Rogan, you saw that? Yeah, bro, he called me a decent boxer, so I'd take that, bro. That's it. I think that's something that, and our community knows this by now, but people didn't realize when that clip came out, they're like, yeah, Floyd got him another one in the doghouse, and I'm like, you guys don't realize I've been boxing for like a year and a half, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so. And you held yourself well. I thought you, like I said, I thought you were coming for it the entire time. And just again, to be in there with Floyd had to have been amazing. But yeah, man, I wanted to ask you about that because that's crazy. Yeah. It's I mean, I'm not scared to get hit. I love it. It's like gets me going. So
Now, I will ask you this. Do you think that sometimes that can go to your detriment?
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
You got to
Me-
learn a
yeah,
little bit,
yeah, I've
right?
got-
Especially in this tournament,
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
'cause-
But I mean, I've been working a lot on my defense for sure. You know, I watched your video
yeah.
and people, you know, dissecting.
Yeah.
And it helps me a lot
Yeah.
because I don't see it all the time when I'm in there. So I write it
It's
down.
like you said, too. You're like, I love it. I want to
Yeah.
keep it. But sometimes, especially when that headgear comes off.
Exactly. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
For
got to
sure.
be on the P's and Q's. But I do like that. I like you can, because I can sit here with somebody and they can be like, nah, bro, I'm just going to walk through whatever. You know,
Yeah,
It
yeah.
is what it is. But
Yeah.
to recognize it just shows growth, man.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
dude, I'm excited for you. This is going to be amazing. Is there anything you want to tell the people about the tournament, where to watch, like all that stuff?
April 22nd is the first fight. And, you know, I can't wait to get back in there, show you guys how much I've improved. Get another head
Okay.
down. That's the goal.
Okay.
And, yeah, just prove that I'm ready for this.
Yeah. Well, listen, this is Jarvis. He is one of the 8 in the upcoming Kingpin tournament. I appreciate you, man.
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for coming on.
Thank you,
We'll
mate.
do it again soon, yeah?
For sure.
Awesome.
That's that.